Right. This took way longer than it used to do, to be. Yeah, okay. So, I'm just gonna quickly put this onto my status. Gonna quickly share this to group chat. Right. Alright then, so we are here for the big boy race. Not the big boy race, but yeah.
Sup my G.
Whoa, who's this? I'm just so speechless. Hi, Luca! Oh my god. This is... Okay. We should be starting the first race. I was going to put a delay, but honestly I can't be bothered anymore. I've wasted so much time trying to set this up. 14
it live.
Let's go. Sick. Alright. I've taken so long trying to set this up, and I finally did it. So we will start.
Pretty cool.
Thanks, Luca. I'm gonna start now. Alright, here we go. Finally! This took so long to do. Here we go. Alright. Lucas on pole already, so the champion's already in the first place. This is not exactly what I was wanting, I'll be fully honest. Oh my god, he's sailing in front of everyone at the moment. Jesus. And that should be pole, yes. Lucas pole position. By how much? Oh, Lucas Salmon. 14th. He's gonna have to be careful of that. Lucas got pole by 3 tenths. 3.4 tenths ahead of Oscar, who Oscar did go out in the first race last season, so could he redeem himself? Oh no, Lucas on hards. Alright, so it slides out and away we go anyway. Here's a quick tip for you. Here's a quick tip and quick notice. If you start on the hard tyres, then your race is fucked. Basically, your race is screwed over if you have hard tyres to start. Look, Lucas is on pole. Look at him now. He's already dropping down to P4, and there goes Sam. Ben K's into the lead. Just about. I'm last.
MOG tired face.
OMG tired face. I need to check the comments. Okay. Yeah, so Oscar and Ben fighting for the lead. Oscar forcing Ben into a mistake there. And now here goes Kuba. Conrad's following him behind as well. Where's Lucas? Down to P8. Massive. And look at that, the straight line speed Kuba and Ben have compared to Oscar. I know it's equal, but this is massive. Ben's leading by so much now. And look at this. Kuba, Oscar, Max and Conrad's all at each other here with 4-way fight for P2. Alright, what I've also, another thing that I wanted to mention that I've added to this season, and it might be only this season because I need to test it. Whoever wins gets a free token to like save themselves from elimination, basically. So if you win and you get eliminated in a future race, you can use that token, and it's used automatically if you have one, and you will be fine. And then the person ahead of you, if they don't have a token, then they're out, basically. Here we go, Kuba and Ben. Oh, Ben, he saw a gap, but he couldn't find the gap there to get past. Now on the main straight, Ben's going to go around the outside of Kuba, make contact a little bit, but Kuba, oh, he just couldn't bid it. Oh, Ben's in the wall. Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible. Why am I last? Oh, Lucas, what's happened, lad? I might as well look at the back, because
Come on,
this is where people are going to get eliminated, so it's going to be very important.
Cuba.
This is... Oh, yes! Alright, I'm sorry not to be biased or anything, but Daniel, can you just, like, stay behind me? Just, please. So the soft tire runner could literally pull us out. Sam's just been overtaken by Luca. I bet that's gonna, you know, just will be. Besides that though, nothing out of the ordinary besides Ben somehow leading the race. But not for long though. Here comes Kuba down the inside on the main straight, through into first. Who got pole again? Was it Lucas? Okay, yeah, I need to fill in my chart. I need to fill in my my chart of stuff. So Lucas now has 3 poles. Okay, so Ben's in the pits. Ben has pit. Where will this put him? He's on, so he's onto another pair of softs, and this puts him just behind Oscar. Oh, hoo, hoo. This is some dramatic barging here between these 3. Oscar was so slow on the apex, and then Ben just went right into the back of him. Everyone else pit. Kuba on the exit. Oh, God. Kuba just gets it done, but Ben's going to overtake him. No, he won't. Still in there. And he's through. Back into first goes Ben Kyogan. Oh, my Lord. This is actually an amazing fight. Last place is still me, but Daniel, nor Lucas, nor Chris, Sam have pit, so we're waiting for them to box. Oh, Ben's really defending. Let's have a look at the hard tire runners. So Lucas, in between, a fight between Oscar and Luca, and then you've got Daniel at the back, and then Sam up in P6. So their tires are around. Okay, so this is the lap where they will literally just gone off. They would have gone off like this lap or some laps after, and they can't. The pit window is open for them to pit now. So if Sam were to pit, it's either now or any other future laps, and he does stay out. So the hard tire runners might stay out for. Oh, Lucas made a mistake. This is. Oh my god, I literally pit and I've gained so much on Daniel. This is some mental stuff. Ben's still leading, and he's actually increased the gap to like I believe a second. I mean, just look at it. A second 3 temps. Now a second and 4 temps. This is insane. Max and Conrad are fighting for the final podium place here. Oh, Conrad with the better straight line speed, and now he's catching up. But Kuba makes a mistake, so does Max. Kuba's really holding on. Conrad with another mistake. Max now right on his tail. Conrad has the better exit though. There's Daniel getting lapped. You don't want to see that, do you? Getting lapped in an equal Grand Prix. That's not ideal, I must say. Ben's now leading by 2.2 seconds, and here comes Conrad on Kuba, wheel to wheel. Conrad, what a move! Oh, he's messed up. That's a mistake. Big mistake there, and now you can see the hard tire on his tires absolutely shredded. Daniel's just being lapped by everyone at this point. Lucas is being lapped by me, or am I being lapped by Lucas? Wait. No, wait. I'm trying to overtake him. I've been lapped, and I've just passed Lucas. No, Lucas passed me. What? Okay, so we're actually fighting for position. Lucas just P11. Sam's starting the final lap now on those hards. And Ben Keoghan wins the Australian Grand Prix. Sorry it was so late for me to say that. But Ben, first race win in this in the championship. First podium as well to add to that. He's never got a podium before, chaps, and he's got his first win and podium in the same Grand Prix. Kuba finishes P2. Max Canham gets another consistent podium finish. He's the only driver, I believe, to get 2 podiums in a row on the exact same track this season. And sadly, it's Daniel Maloney out in the first race. He will be removed after I get down these results. So Ben won, got his first podium. God. Kuba got another podium, so he's now got 6 podiums in total. And Max got another podium as well. Where is he? He's here. So this is Max's second podium. The only other podium he got was when he won in Bahrain last season. So congrats to him on his second podium. So we're gonna now, wait, where is Daniel? Okay, Daniel's here. So we can, I need to sort this out. I remember now. So Oscar. This is really confusing. I've tried to wrap my head around everything that's trying to happen here, but apparently, oh gosh, just you do first drivers and then it follows with the second drivers. And it goes in the order of the thing, so just, yeah. Yeah, so this should be fine now. Alright, Bahrain, drop down to 13. And second race, here we go. It's already off. Flying into the lead is Conrad. Once again, Conrad's absolutely battering the field at the moment.
Am I still in?
Let's see. Yeah, Luca, you're still in. Don't worry. You were fine. You finished P11, so yeah. You were fine last race. Conrad! 6 tenths. Oh no. That's scary. How do you win by 5.7 tenths is the gap. Conrad has got his 4th pole position in his career. 4, he's had 3 before, so that's a bit insane. Who else? Okay, so Max is currently qualified P13. Surprisingly, because last season he got pole on this track and also won on the same race. So for him to start last is pretty weird, but anyway, we're off. Ben's into the lead already, but he's on the hards, which probably means his race is screwed already. Oscar Story looks like he could actually win this race. Through then into final corner. Oscar's got a good exit, gaining time. Look at me behind, up into P3. This is crazy. Who won the last race again? Crap, I forgot who won in the bloody Ben, right, of course. Okay, so Ben Keoghan. It goes me for the lead down the inside, and we're up into P1. So the current win tokens have, so if Ben gets eliminated this race, which he probably won't, he's up in P2, Ben gets eliminated this race, he can use that token and it'll be fine, basically. But I don't think he will. Look at him up in the front fighting for P1 with me and Oscar. Dara's getting in the fight as well. Ben around the outside of myself, and now goes Oscar on the inside. And Dara with a good exit. Jack's dropped from P1 to P4. It was going to be P4. Look at that. Amazing exit for Jack. Already back up to P2. And caught up with Ben back at the front. No, he's gone wide. Oh, wowzers. This is some dramatic battles here for the lead I am currently watching. Dara behind. Getting through around the outside. Oh, jeez. Oh, Oscar's onto the gravel, and that's going to let Sam catch up now. Sam could get into P4. We wouldn't mind a nice P4 finish. Ben's going around that corner. Jack's following through. Ben had the better exit once again. The gap, he's really increasing the gap here. Oh my god, the gap's up to second. Like it was last race, he kept increasing the gap to him and Kuba. Might as well look at the back. Kuba Radecki! Oh wow! Kuba, the person who was literally fighting for the championship last season, is down in P13 currently. This is interesting. He's fighting with Lucas Hammond, so I know there isn't any teams for this, but I know these two are quite good mates, so let's try not to kill each other between these two. We're gonna watch this fight now because this is really important. Whoever finishes last is well, obviously out, and Kuba's made a mistake. His tyres seem, I know they're like the same, but he seems to be a lot less grip on Kuba's than there is Lucas. And now we've got our first pitters. So Ben's obviously set. The only one to pit is Oscar. Oscar and Sam have both pit onto the hards. Interesting. What's the tyre wear for the soft? 6 to 10 laps. So yeah, reasonable. That is quite a reasonable choice. Ben pits, Dara pits, I believe. Yeah, Jack pits as well. Oscar will pit as well. Yep. Ben's gonna stay out obviously on those hards. They're obviously old hards, but he goes into P3. Everyone else will now be on the hard tyre. Oh, drama at the back. Conrad gets passed by Oscar, someone who's already pit. Conrad and Lucas haven't pit, but neither has basically anyone who started on the hards hasn't pit yet. That's basically what. That's basically it. Yep. So following through fine. Nice fight for the leads here again. Fight part 2. This time Dara versus Ben. So Ben was still fighting for the lead. So after he got his first race win, he's like, I want another. But he was in the lead for some point in this race. But now it's more he needs to find out, you know, how he's going to do it, because at the moment he's quite far behind. So the hard tyres in this race last 11 to 15 laps, which means the tyres will start to go off during the end of the Grand Prix. Well, mostly for the people who pit, at least. The ones who stayed out will have fresh tyres, and those will last. Here we go, Oscar with new hards, Conrad with old hards, and I don't think this is really a fight. Thomas pits. It's fine. I think now it's the time for the people who haven't pit, the people who started on hard tyres, to start boxing. Ben's trying to get into the fight for B3, but I don't think he can at this point. He's currently the highest person who hasn't pit yet. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh god, there's rain on the way. This is an interesting turn of events here. So Dara and Ben have stayed out, obviously because they couldn't get into the pits because they didn't tell them about the wet weather until after they went around. The rain's starting now, so everyone behind them has pits, so it's either a big advantage for the people who didn't pit or a big advantage for the people who did. And not gonna lie, I think Dara and Ben, even though they couldn't get into the pits, it was a good decision they stayed out, or could have stayed out, because they are now well ahead of the cars behind. So every shine used to be thrown out the window because wet weather has arrived. Interesting. So currently last place is still Cuba, and now it's going to get even heavier rain. Interesting. Very heavy rain on the way. Here it comes back again. So it's currently light rain. Heavy rain's pretty bad, to be honest. I mean, it's quite a spectacle to see heavy rain, but it's not ideal. You normally don't see heavy rain as well at Bahrain, so. But yeah, that is a very, very bad thing for Kuba, because if he wanted to stay in this race, he would have hoped for no rain to interfere with the actual Grand Prix. Now he's on the brink of being lapped by Dara if he continues going on like this. Look at Dara's pace. I mean, there's no way he's stopping him. For people who stayed out on the hards, it was a generally good decision, because Ben, if he would have pit, then his race would have been over, basically. But he didn't, and he pit on for the wets, and the rain obviously came, which means he didn't lose all that time boxing for a set of softs. So the heavy rain will be stopping. It's going to go down to just light rain. But obviously the rain on the track is still going to be there. It's still going to be wet weather. It's not going to be softs or hards or any of that. So back to little drizzles of rain scattered. Dara looks like he's going to get the win here. Yeah, look at this. Very, very light rain. But obviously the rain on the track still remains. And on to lap 19, so Dara probably will get the win here, but the fight for last place is still here. And look at this, rain's on the way, but I don't think that'll be affecting everyone. The rain on the track's literally at max, so if it were to like just fade or like, evaporate from the track, it just had to be really like sun, and I mean definitely for Dara at least, he'll be fine. The rain won't immediately go out, even though it's sun now and the water's gonna go away even faster. He'll be completely fine, as you can see now. So Dara approaches the final corner onto the main straight and gets his first win in the championship in his career. I was looking at the podiums and poles. That's his first win ever. So congratulations to Dara on his first win. It's Ben Kyogan who gets P2, followed by Jack in P3. So we're going to write that down because I'm creating a graph and everything. So Ben gets another podium. Back-to-back podiums for Ben. And Jack gets his fourth podium of his career. And it is Kuba Radecki out. Unbelievably. You just wouldn't expect it, would you? That's massive, really. Can't believe that. So we're gonna write Conrad. You're Conrad Chan. has been a interesting turn of events so far. So we fixed that. Whoever's still watching is a fucking G, by the way. So I need to write down the tokens because I know Ben has a token, now Dara has a token. So tokens. Dara 1, Ben 1. Right. There's a big shock though. I still can't believe that Kuba went out. The next race is going to be Monaco, and if you know Monaco enough, if you should watch season 1, Sam Christopherson bottled the entire thing because he pipped on the final lap due to tyre wear. I still can't believe he did that. If he would have stayed out for one more corner, he would have been fine. He would have won the race. He would have gone to the next round. And Lucas was at risk. If he would have stayed out, Lucas wouldn't have been champion. So, Sam, explain yourself. Or, let your AI explain yourself. But we're down now to 12 cars. We obviously had another driver join us this season, so it wouldn't be 11, it would be 12, since, well, no driver. And we had a new track, which is Australia. We didn't have that last season. We started with Bahrain. So, last season, I believe Kuba won the Monaco Grand Prix. It wasn't. Sorry, yeah. Whoever wins this season is going to be pretty interesting. Max on pole. Interesting. Let's go back to the chart. I believe this is Max's second pole position. Yes, it is. So, Max's second pole. He obviously got his first pole in the first Grand Prix of the championship ever. And he's got another pole here in Monaco. So, who's in last? Lucas. Like he was last season. At the back of the grid for the Principality. In the race at the Principality, even. It's lights out and away we go. Conrad gets a good start on Max. Tries to jump him into the S's. Onto where the tunnel would be. Jack's having a run at Conrad here. At the back. Oh, wheel to wheel. And on the inside at the final corner. And he's actually made the move stick. Jack's going to get a good slip. And through he goes on Max. Max was on hard tyres. So to be honest, his tyres would have been screwed over anyway. Oscar now jumps Max and goes into P3. He's on the charges, Oscar. Look at it, Oscar Bartholomew. He's charging on everyone. Look at the speed he has on me, on Jack, and he's already up into P2. Unbelievable. Jack's trying to fight back, but I don't think he can. Look at the speed. Jack's trying to fight back again. Oscar's now trying to chase after Conrad, but the gap's increasing because Jack's trying to overtake him back. I think something even more interesting than that. Who's in last place? It is currently Thomas on the hard tyres. He was fighting with Lucas, I believe, beforehand. And then wasn't. So Lucas is safe for the time being. Oscar still fighting with Jack for P2. And both into the barriers at the final corner. Oscar it seems to have the better straight line speed on the main straight. And yeah, I mean, just look at that. Oscar's straight line speed is quite astoundingly amazing. I think now he's done the move for good. I don't think Jack's going to catch him at this point. Well, he's catching back. Or he will. I honestly didn't expect that whatsoever. But I guess he made it back through. Trying to defend. And yep, back through goes Jack Wilson Wheel. Oh gosh, this is an amazing fight. Now Dara's catching up with the others on the other two, and he's going to be in the fight for the podium as well now. Oscar's pulling away. Jack's under pressure from Dara, and this is going to let Oscar start to pull away from him and cement himself in P2. Jack's going to have to defend on Dara, but I don't think he can. Look at the speed Dara has compared to himself, even though these are equal on every single stat possible. Dara just seems to be faster. Maybe it's because of no, because they're all on softs. And Oscar Bartholomew stays out for another lap, while everyone else ahead and behind him, that was on the softs, pits. The only others to stay out on the soft tyres is Oscar Story and Oscar Bartholomew. Oscar Bartholomew, I'll have a look at him now. Pits. So where will this put him? You can see Conrad going through the final corner. He won't come out in first. Will he come out in second place? It's going to be close. No, he won't. Jack jumps him back into second. Lucas Salmon, obviously on the hard tyres, is jumped up to fourth. Lucas, due to pitting, is down to P12 and behind Thomas. So he's going to have to wait until he pits. Or if the rain comes, then he'll have to try and catch up with pace alone, which would be very, very tough. So Jack and Oscar, P2 and 3. And on the tyres that these guys are on, these should start to wear out by the end of the race. Maybe the last 1 or 2 laps, depending on when you pit. Obviously, if you were the people who pit on lap 11, then they'll go out earlier. If you pit on lap 12, like Oscar did, then yeah. And now the hard tyre runners pit. And where will they come out? Let's have a look. I mean, I can't really tell who was on the hard, but Luca obviously just pit. I know that. And he's already up into P6. Ahead of Sam, trying to catch Oscar at the moment. And we've got some back marker troubles. Oh, it's a Jack for the leads! How has he done that? Conrad must have dropped off a lot here. And now Oscar Bartholomew trying to get through as well behind. This is insane how they're doing this. Oh my goodness, this is a massive fight here for P1. Conrad around the outside of Jack into turn 1. He's made the move stick. Oscar's trying to get through as well around the outside. It's a 3 wide through these Monaco corners. This is unbelievable how they're doing this. I cannot believe it. This is an amazing fight. Oscar's up into B2. Conrad's dropped down to B3. Jack's starting to pull away. Conrad on the inside of Oscar into turn 1. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I can't believe I'm actually watching this. This is for the token, boys. Remember that. Jack gets overtaken by Conrad again. But Jack's trying to go around the outside into the final, into the penultimate corner, and then goes through in the final corner. Conrad on the straight into turn 1, goes back through on Jack. This is unbelievable. Oscar now gets past Jack once again, but he's trying to defend around the outside. Oscar, with his straight line speed, gets past Jack into P2. This is absolutely amazing. This fight. Oscar now catching on Conrad on the penultimate lap of the race. Oscar's tyres would be lasting longer nearly get through. He's definitely trying to, that's for sure. On to the final lap of the race, and Oscar's had a bad exit. And I think Conrad's tyres have gone off. Oscar's tyres have gone off. But there is still an opportunity for P1 here. Jack's pretty much out of the equation, but Oscar's still in the chance of a possible win here. Here we go. Through around this corner, into the final corner. Oscar's on the inside, and he just couldn't do it. It's gonna be Conrad Chad who wins the race here in the Principality. It's another win for Conrad. Add that to the list of wins. Up to 3 successful victories now for Conrad. Wow, that was a great race. I will quickly do this one thing and be back as soon as I can, guys. I just need to write down this. And alright, I'm gonna quickly. Thomas finished last, I know that. So Thomas lost place. Yeah, I'll come down in a sec. I'm just gonna do this. Alright. So Thomas, put Lucas Salmon. Right. I will continue after this. What's the next race? Canada. Okay. I'll be back after this, guys. Give me a sec.
Hi.
Right, hello, I'm back. So I've decided. Hi Sam. Alright, well. Jeez. So yeah, I have decided to swap it back to 10 laps. I don't think 20 laps was good enough. I think it was too much, to be honest. It was going to take too long if I were to finish it. So I've decided to, well, go back to having 10 laps. So we will continue now. For Canadian Grand Prix, this is where Lucas won his first Grand Prix, believe it or not. So it's one of the best races on the calendar, usually, because there's so many places to make mistakes. It looks like Max is going to get another pole position, and he has. Jeez. 3 poles for Max Canham. I'm in last, which means I'm probably going to have to really push this race. Lights out and away we go. Just trying to go past here. Oh, it's a big mistake. I need to write down the token thing. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, Conrad is currently P4 fighting with Sam at the front though. Oscar Bartholomew is leading ahead of Ben Kieran and Max Canham. Now it's currently Jack and Dara fighting for P10, so the final spot where they wouldn't get eliminated. And currently all of them are slotting in fine. Here we go for P4. For P4, Conrad goes through on Sam, goes up into P4. Sam goes into the grass as well, near the Wall of Champions, so that slows him down. So it's currently P4 then for Conrad on his pursuit of Max. And Ben's also catching up to Oscar at the front. Ben's already won a race. Oscar has never won a race, which is quite surprising. You would have thought he had, but he has not. Disappointingly, Oscar has not won a race so far in this in his career mode. In his career, not career mode. It's my bad. Yeah, so Ben is just following through. I'm currently last place, which means this is not looking good for me. Here goes Luca on Lucas. And, oh, looking very sketchy here. And looks like Dara's gone through. No, he hasn't. See what I mean when I say it's the best track? It really is. It produces drama left, right and centre. So Conrad is trying to gain, obviously, on them, on Max. Looks like Max is just gonna pull away with this one. Oscar might just pull away with a win as well here. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this is quite frankly over for me at this point. I don't think I'm gonna win, nor am I gonna get out of this elimination zone. So yep, might as well just say it now. Looks like I'm out. But Oscar Bartholomew, for someone who has never won a race in his career so far, he will finally take a win here in Canada, and Oscar wins the Canadian Grand Prix and gets his first ever win in his career. My enthusiasm is just, it's almost frightening. Also gets a second podium of his career. Ben follows in and gets second place, another podium for him this season. And Max gets his third podium as well. And that, my friends, means that I am also out, which I am honestly not surprised about, to be honest. Yeah, so we might as well just quickly do this. I need to remember now Lucas's name is 2 L's. I had to completely remake the intro. Well, not completely remake it, but I had to change the intro slightly because I spelt Lucas's name with 1 L and it was spelt with 2. I actually went back and changed it. I'm not sure if you noticed that. I re-uploaded it onto TikTok and YouTube, so if you're following them, or if you're not already, go onto my status on WhatsApp. Check that out. And you could also just search it up on YouTube, search up SJB F1 League, SJB Racing League, and you would find our YouTube channel. And it looks like currently that Conrad is leading the way here, and he has got pole position once again. So Conrad, pole number 5. He's the one with the most amount of poles. This out of everyone, he's got 5 poles ever, which is quite extraordinary. Max follows in second, followed by Darren in third. This race, Lucas Salmon nearly got his first race win, and now he's in P9, so he's going to have to mind out this race. Conrad leading the way ahead of Max and Dara. Looks like Oscar and Ben are trying to get up the front as well. Look at this. You hear that there's going to be rain on the way, and I mean, everyone just follows in. They're like side by side through the pits, and there's a heavy rain on the first lap at Austria. Interesting. Sam, oh, it was for a little bit, and now it's dropped back down to light rain. So, yeah. Back to heavy rain. And Ben leading. First race win for Ben Golding. Could this be? If this is how it ends, I would be very surprised. Yeah. And looks like it's going to go back to dry. have to go AFK for a sec. Rightio, we're back, and one still on the wets. And final lap, Conrad on for another win. Will he do it though? Because he's got Ben right on his tail, hunting for his first race win. Around the outside, bends onto the grass a little bit. Can he get this win, or will he not? And it looks like through the final corner, it's going to be another win here for Conrad, the second win this season, and wins the Austrian Grand Prix. I knew he said Australian Grand Prix. That would have been embarrassing. Sam Christopherson, you tried, mate, but sadly for you, you're out. I'm really sad about sorry about that, lad. So now you can. That was a big disappointment though. Sam Christopherson out. Look at me, you can hear me aggressively typing, can't you? It's really weird. But thank you, Okan, and next race is the UK. And now we're down to 9 drivers on the grid. So I'm just doing the thing. Conrad's up to 7 podiums in his career, by the way, just saying. And he's got his 4th win in his career mode. And Ben Golding's on par. No, he's not. It says that Dara's on pole. They got the exact same time. Interesting. Dara's second pole. They literally decided because they have the exact same lap time. Crazy. But Dara's on pole. That's how it rolls here. It's lights out and away we go. 9 drivers remaining in the UK. In Britain here, Silverstone. Oscar on the inside of 2 other drivers, with Conrad and Ben. Dara's pulling away really fast here. Oscar's fighting with Conrad down the straight. These 2 are fighting in Monaco. Back when there was 11 drivers on the grid. Look at this now. Conrad's up into P2. Oscar zooms past Lucas. That is quite crazy. Lucas now drops into P5. Oscar's jumped literally the entire grid. What? Oscar's up into P4. Lucas and Ben fighting for P5 behind. Dara still pulling away in the lead, not gonna lie, he's doing a great job. But Conrad looks to be catching up. Oscar on Oscar, yeah, Oscar just overtook Oscar. Just overtook Oscar Bartholomew. Up into P3. Conrad in P2, so Oscar will follow through now, try to get a good exit. Doesn't look like he did that, but he's got a decent run at him. On the straight, I don't think he's got the speed though, to be honest. I think he does have the speed as himself, who, if you look at Conrad, gaining on Dara, gaining. And look at that, on the inside, Conrad is just going to squeeze through. And into P1. He goes. E-I-E-O. On lap 6 of this Grand Prix, Conrad gets up into first. I'm back. Okay. So Conrad's still leading. At the back, it's currently Max who's in last. Oscar Story in P3, Darrow in P2, Conrad just chilling in first. And we're about to get on to the final lap of the race, so he will be facing practically no one here. And that's Conrad who wins the British Grand Prix ahead of Darrow. Darrow could have got a race win under another race win under his belt, but he just couldn't here today. Conrad who leads and gets another win here. Add that to the list of tokens he has. Jesus. Now up to 8 podiums. Dara gets another podium as well, so Conrad has 8 podiums now. Oscar Story, on the other hand, has got his first podium. Great one for him. Podium number 1 for Oscar. Next race will be Italy, and Max Cam's also out, by the way, so we'll get that done. So it's now time for the Italian Grand Prix. 8 drivers now on the grid, not as much as there was before. I know it's dropped off a lot. Here we go then. It's currently wet weather. Well, currently wet on the track, but it's dry. It's like not actually raining, it's wet on the circuit, and it's currently Oscar Story and Lucas fighting for pole. Conrad also getting through. It's gonna be Oscar Story on pole position. So he just got his first podium a race ago, and now he's got his first pole. So we'll wait to see how this will go for the rookie. And it's lights out, and away we go. It's a good start from Oscar, who starts to pull away already. Conrad's on the inside of Lucas, who's got Conrad's up into P2. Conrad's pushing though for P1, trying to go through on Oscar. They're still wheel to wheel down the straight, and Conrad is through into the lead, but Oscar's going to fight back around the outside. Look at this fight for P4. Oscar Bartholomew and Lucas Lazel. Amazing fight there. Dara's up to second. Oscar's leading now by 1.2 seconds. It's an amazing lead, really, for a rookie, I must say. The elimination tokens currently mean that Ben Golding will be out. If this race ends with Lucas Salmon, Ben Golding, or Dara King, or Oscar going out, then they will be out. If Ben Kierkegaard, Oscar Bartholomew, or Conrad go out this race, then they'll be fine. They'll have the token. Wait, no, Dara does have a token, so if Dara goes out, he'll be fine as well. So, Oscar, look at Oscar go, man. He's already at Parabolica, and the guys have just finished Ascari. This is quite insane. I've never seen a race like this before, being fully honest. Ben overtakes Oscar. Oh, this is close. And Ben up into P5. No reason. Oscar into P5. This is an amazing fight here. Oscar into stays in P5 even. Ben stays in P6. And there's a fight at the back. Ben and Salmon. Oh, squeezing through there goes Lucas Salmon. Ben Golding's just trying to stay ahead. Lucas defending. It's just slipped there. Ben into P8, into P7 even. That fight will keep going while we watch the current leader, the current rookie, Oscar Story, who is about to win his first race in his career as a rookie. He's only just joined, by the way. He got himself pole earlier, and he's about to cross the line to get his first win in his career as a rookie. First pole and first win in the bag. Beautiful race for Oscar, and that will get him through to the top 7. Amazing race. And Ben Golding misses out on getting through to the next round. Very disappointing. Oscar Story gets his first win and grabs his second podium. Dara adds to the list of podiums. Now he's got 6 podiums in total, and Lucas grabs another one, also getting 6 podiums. Big disappointing though. Big disappointment for Ben, who is out this race, and we have now dropped down to 7 drivers. So it will be only add Oscar Bartholomew to this team. It will now be 7 drivers left, and we are at this point getting to the area where it's going to be really neck and neck. Whoever's the last is going to probably be... I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically getting to the point where everything matters. Which is, well, it makes sense. And that is everything. And I believe the next race, actually not what the next race is. What's the next race? Ah, Mexico, of course. So we'll do Mexico now. Down to 7. And that is Dara on pole. Lucas, the champion, losing out in P7 in qualifying. Wouldn't expect it, would you? Look at this at the back. Lucas fighting with Conrad and Ben for last place. In last place. Dara leads in Mexico. Oscar Bartholomew and Lucas Hammond fighting for P2 behind. Conrad is fighting for last place though. Well, he's currently the next target for whoever's in last. Ben keeping that defending up. It's going to be Conrad versus Lucas in last place. These two have been quite substantial in the actual championship itself. These two are pretty much some of the biggest drivers the sport has seen. Conrad, obviously, a great driver, all the stats, and Lucas was the first champion. So we wait to see what happens with those two at the back. So Dara leads, obviously, as you would know. Luca P2, Oscar Bartholomew P3, Oscar Story P4, Ben Kyogan P5, Lucas P6 and Conrad P7. So Conrad has dropped down to P7, Lucas has overtaken him. And looks like we're already on to lap 5. The lap times on this track are very quick. As you can see, the best lap time set by anyone has been a 16:85. 16 seconds, 8, 5 switches. Quite insane, quite frankly, yes, quite frankly, quite indeed, yes, quite fast. I say quite a lot. Here we go, fight for the lead, rain's on the way. We have just heard. And now everyone's going to start pissing. And the rain has arrived. Good point, they're paying off now. Look at the drivers behind are a bit struggling. I saw some of them going onto the grass in the corner of my screen. It is heavy rain as well, but it's not like it's going to change anything in the race, to be honest. Except Lucas in last place. This could be it for Lucas Lazel. This could be his race over, his championship over, if he doesn't catch up with Ben Kyogan. But at the front, it's Lucas Salmon, who's done an amazing job out here. And he's gonna get his first race win in his career across the line. And Lucas Salmon is a race winner here in Mexico. At the back, however, it's gonna be quite a tragic thing here. It's Lucas Lazel out. So someone who's made it, he got the championship win last season and now he's out of the running. This means that a new champion will be crowned at the end of the season. With Lucas out, means that obviously new champion coming soon. The next race will be Malaysia. This is the same Grand Prix where I believe I went out last season. That's why I remember Malaysia. Now I need to find. So we had 7 drivers last week, and now I'm down to 6. So we need to put Oscar Story in this team. Look at me using my brain. So cute. But we are now ready for the final Grand Prix of the season. Now down to 6 remaining drivers. It's about time it's going to get a bit interesting, let's just say. And we're off. Ben Kugan off to a good start. Leading away, Oscar Story P2, then followed by Conrad, Oscar Bartholomew, Lucas Salmon, and Derek King. Derek only last. That's not going to be very good for his chances in the race. And it is Dara last by nearly a second. Ben on pole by a 10th and a half. Here we go for the race. And it's lights out, and away we go. Ben gets a good start. Oscar's going to have the inside line into the first couple of corners. He's going to try and use it to get into the lead here. Lucas Salmon passes Conrad for P3. Lucas trying to get into the top 2 fight, trying to fight for that win. Here we go. This is a great fight here. Lucas Salmon and Oscar Story. And Oscar Bartholomew on the inside. It's the 2 Oscars fighting for the lead here. At the front of the field, Oscar Story gets ahead of Oscar Bartholomew. Stays ahead to say more easily. And now Derek gets up into P2. Luca also on the inside now. And he's just going to sail past. I mean, just look at that. That was really easy for him. Couldn't believe he's just gonna go past just like that. And it's another fight for the lead. And now Dara into the lead of the race, but Oscar's gonna try fight back around the outside. And look at this. There's some amazing fighting we're watching here between 2 very worthy and drivers who have won multiple times. Oscar's won once and Dara's won once. Race winners fighting for the win here. Does that make more sense? I think that makes more sense. But yeah. Oscar leading still as we go on to lap number 5, so the halfway point of this race is done. Season 2 nearly done. I've actually been here for how long exactly? I want to know how long I've been streaming this for. There is a way I can. I'm just going to go... Sorry that you can't see this for a sec, but 1 hour and 15 minutes I've been streaming for. This is really annoying. Anyway, we're going to switch back to that big screen because we don't want any pity small screens. I mean, it's disgusting. Nara King fighting for P2 with Luca. Oscar still leading Lucas Salmon up into P2. Dara King has to settle for 3rd. And on the inside once again. Oh god, I'm so tired. Oh, you know what I just realised, guys? The tyres in this track last for 7 to 11 laps. So they can last them out, but they'll be very, very worn. I mean, just look at them now. This is the lap where they pop off and start losing grip. Lucas Salmon into the lead. Passes Oscar Story on the main straight. Doesn't look like it's getting back past anytime soon though. The tyres must be absolutely wrecked, all of them. Benki Ogan, currently on the brink of elimination. But of course, Ben K has the token, so he needs to be careful, really, of what's happening. So at the moment, Ben's obviously last, but with the I mean, just look at them. They're going so wide through the final corner because of the tyre wear. At the moment, Ben has token. Ben can use the token. Oscar can use the token. Conrad can use the token. Oscar Story can use the token. Darren King can use the token. The only person who can't use the token is no one, which means this is really confusing. Which means Ben's still gonna go out since, well, you know. Yeah, and there we go. Lucas Ahmed wins in Malaysia. It's another win for Luca. Since everyone in this race has a token, it means, yeah. It means that Ben Kyogan's out of the championship. And now we're down to 5 people. It's interesting. This is really starting to get dramatic. Final 5, and then the finale in Brazil. So we will go to Abu Dhabi for this. And here we go for Abu Dhabi. Why is it 6 drivers? This is... I'm so dumb. I literally forgot to get rid of one of the drivers. 5. There we go. And now we're fine to actually go and do qualifying. So, off we go. And it's close. Looks like Conrad Chan's on pole though by 2 milliseconds, or 2 hundredths of a second, which is, again, very close. So Conrad on pole. Looks like it's raining at the start. All of them have decided to start on the wets because that's the only reasonable option. If it's going to rain from the start, everyone starts on a wet tyre. Right. So, and it's going straight back to dry. I mean, guys, did you not predict this to happen? Are they all just going to pit one lap after, or are they going to stay out for another lap? They're going to stay out for another lap. I reckon next lap they'll pit, or maybe the lap after. Depends on the rain bar on next to the thing, because it's still technically wet. But I reckon they'll all pit this lap anyway, so. wherever Conrad goes, the rest of them will go. Conrad stays out. Dara and Oscar pit. Dun dun dun. Soft tyres go on for both of them. The bar is as low as it can be at this point, and now it's gone. So the wet tyre runners are going to be struggling like hell out here. Not as bad as it looks, I guess. See now where they come out compared to Oscar and Dara. Oscar through the final corner on the main straight and goes into the lead. Oscar Story leads the race here in Abu Dhabi. The rain's coming back. Unbelievable. It just keeps switching up on us every single time. And Luca gets out of the bottom position, jumps up into P4. So Oscar Bartholomew will be eliminated as this continues. Oh, Oscar Story gets ahead of Conrad in the pit lane. They all pit this time. And now it's going to be heavy rain, so heavy rain at Abu Dhabi, like it was last season, like it was in the trailer. I did show this in the trailer, by the way. Heavy rain last season in Abu Dhabi. It was quite cool, you know. I actually really liked it, enjoyed it. It looked really nice. But yeah, looks to me like there won't be any other weather changes that'll really stop them, or like the race or anything. Just keep going like this, really. Yeah, sorry about that. That's a good story. Still leading, of course. Conrad in seconds. The rain's going to die down a little bit, so not as heavy as it was, but still going to be rain. Rains have died down a lot, and now it's gonna be as much as it won't be raining. But with 2 laps remaining and the rain bar at full capacity, at literally max, I don't think it will be much of a difference. I think all of them will just basically stay out and long it on here on the wet tyres, which is what I would do really if I was put in the situation if the rain was stopping. And I would just stay out on the wets, because we've actually only got 2 laps left. So and on to the final lap. It's going to be another Oscar Story victory from what it looks like. What it also will be is a elimination for another Oscar. So Oscar Story wins. Oscar Bartholomew will also get eliminated and will not make it to the final. But Oscar Story gets another win in the second season of SJB Racing League. Second win of the season. Conrad gets another podium, and now up to 9 total podiums in his career. While Dara King also gets another podium, ranks it up to 8 podiums total. Oscar Bartholomew will not make it to the final race. The 4 remaining contestants, Oscar Story, Conrad Chan, Dara King and Lucas Salmon, will do exactly that though. Go to the final. So we are now going to watch, see what happens in Brazil here. moment. Oscar Story, good start in qualifying. Lucas Salmon looks like he might get pole here. He's already pulling away quite a lot, that's for sure. And look at that. Looks like it's going to be a Lucas Salmon pole position. And I believe now that is his first pole ever. Yes, Lucas Salmon's first pole position, guys. Into a round of poles. Looks like it's heavy rain off the start. And Dara's already fighting Luca for the lead, and he's messed up. They're going to let Oscar Story get into P2, or will it? It's full wet on the track here. Obviously, because it is going back to dry straight away. I think it was reasonable to stand it on the wets. Here we go, Dara on the inside, into turn 1. And again, failing to get past Lucas Hammond. But Oscar Story now going around the outside. It's 3 wides. Lucas Hammond's been left for dust, but now he's trying to get back past Oscar Story, the rookie, into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lucas Hammond's trying to fight back though, but Dara's straight line speed. He's just going to zoom past Luca, and now he's going to try and get past Oscar Story. Conrad Chan's just failing to catch up with anyone else at the back at the moment. Still in a pretty reasonable gap between each other though, I must say. And yeah, now it's going fully sun, so. And there goes Darren for the lead of the race. Into first goes Dara King. Oscar Story hangs back in P2 and looks like Lucas Hammond has pits. And I think he's pitted a very good time. The rain has gone, and we'll see now where this puts him compared to the others while they pit and do their own pit stops. This could give Lucas Hammond the lead of the race. Here we go. On the exit, it's going to be Dara still in the lead, but Luca jumps up to second. He's around the outside, and Lucas Hammond into the lead once again. This final couldn't have been any better. These 3 drivers have been fighting it out for the entire race, and they're still going. Dara King on the inside, Oscar on the inside. Salmon just in between them, all of them. And Oscar Story, the rookie, back into the lead of this race. This is unbelievable scenes that I'm watching here. And it is going back to rain. So it started with rain, went to dry, and it's going back to wet weather once again. All of them will pit onto the wet tyres. All of them onto the wets, even though it isn't raining yet. Interesting. I think they're obviously just preparing for the wets. Obviously for the rain, and now it's here, and it's going straight back to dries. Unbelievable scenes. Biblical, if I say so myself. We'll see now where this puts them, because will they pit or will they not? I think, yeah, they will. They definitely will, 100%. Well, it depends on what Oscar does. Unbelievable, he stays out. How does he do that? How could they stay out for another lap? That is crazy. And it's Oscar Story Didn't even realise it was 10 laps. But Oscar's story, unbelievable scenes. He wins the final race of the season and becomes the SJB Racing League champion of the season. Great win there for Oscar. Hookah Salmon could have got it, slips though into second. Conrad once again misses out on the win but gets his 10th career podium and is the first driver to do so ever. And that, my friends, is it. That is all you need. Stuff I will now send a picture of this to my mate over at WhatsApp. Congratulations to Oscar Story on his victory. Lucas Salmon slips into P2 again, as I said before. That is it, my friends. That's all from me, and I'll see you